Hi, this is Sarah Mikesell with the Pig Site, and today we're here with Dr. Joel Nerem. He is a veterinarian with Pipestone Veterinary Services. Thanks for being with us today, Joel.
Hi, Sarah. Thanks for the opportunity.
Very good. And today we're going to dive right in. We're going to talk a little bit about AgView because you've been working with it, and we want to hear a little bit more about your experiences. So let's start by just a very quick overview for our readers and watchers of this video. Tell us a little bit about AgView. What is it?
Sure. Well, AgView is a web-based platform developed by the National Pork Board. And what it allows producers to do is to enter their pig farm locations and track movements between those locations, and then share that information with state animal health officials or others that they would choose to share that data with.
Very good. And so let's talk a little bit about, from a vet perspective, what's the value of AgView and what's been your experience working with it?
Sure. So as a practicing veterinarian, one of the things that I get asked a lot, and my colleagues get asked a lot, is how do I prepare for a foreign animal disease incursion? How do I prepare for ASF entering the country? And so our customers are asking us that question. And we respond really with two main things. The first thing that they need to do is every producer should have a secure pork supply plan and an enhanced biosecurity plan to go along with that, so that they're prepared in the event to protect their farm in the event of a foreign animal disease. The second thing that they need to do is they need to have 30 days of movement data for pig movements within their operation.
Right.
And they need to have that available immediately to provide to state animal health officials and others that might be investigating a potential foreign animal disease. And so AgView comes into play because AgView is an excellent platform for producers to enter that movement data and have it available to state or federal animal health officials in the event that it's needed by them.
Very good. And I don't want to oversimplify, but my understanding is once you're set up, it's sort of the push of the button, right, to share that data with the appropriate people, whether it's with their veterinarian or their state veterinarian, et cetera.
That's exactly right. The data that producers put into AgView is proprietary. It's not shared unless the producer authorizes that. There is an opt-in function that allows producers to permission in advance that their data would be shared with state and federal animal health officials in the event of a foreign animal disease. And so that data is there, it's ready. And so in the event of an emergency, you're not scrambling to record your movements and get that sent off. You can address other more important response issues, and your data is already ready for sharing and ready to help address the outbreak.
Very good. And what has been your experience? I guess I'm asking you to speak for your producers, but what's been their experience? I mean, you've obviously been working with them and have heard the comments and the feedback of setting up AgView, and do they see the value? Is it easy? All those kind of questions that I'm sure producers are having.
Sure. Well, what we're asking folks to do by having movement data ready and having it in a format that is usable is something that they're not already doing. So the first hurdle is to get people to recognize the importance and to buy into the importance of the concept of traceability, which is something that's really the obligation, I believe, of all the producers in the country, to have that data ready for a response on behalf of themselves and for the industry. And so then the second piece is really about getting that data into AgView. And National Pork Board has done a nice job of creating different ways for that data to be entered. And so APIs have been written to get that data out of databases that a production system might already have, that data in a slightly different format, and bridging that into AgView. There's also ways that producers can go in on their own and select that to enter that data on behalf of themselves. And so there's a lot of ways to get that done, and Pork Board continues to make it easier.
Very good. And what are some of the barriers that keep producers from moving in this direction and sharing data, essentially, and sharing data? And I know they're not sharing it immediately, but preparing, kind of, I guess, preparing for an outbreak of whatever magnitude that might be, ASF or another type of disease?
Sure. Well, I think, you know, there's a lot of reasons that are offered as to why someone might not be sharing their or entering their information, or might not be current in entering their information. And pig
Yes.
farmers are busy. It takes a lot of work every day to get the job done, and to manage your operation and care for the animals. Right now, we're facing some significant headwinds as it relates to uh, pig price and
Mhm.
the financial well-being of producers. And so I think today lots of folks are distracted by the current economic situation, and
Right.
with good reason. And so I think we just have to continue to be patient. We need to continue to get the message out, continue to emphasize that the need for traceability um, is there, and that it's everyone's responsibility.
And actions you take now will make life so much easier down the road if there were an outbreak, right?
I certainly believe that. I think that anyone who's not current in their 30 days of movement data and having it in a way that's going to easily be shared is certainly going to regret it when the time comes that it's needed. And
Right.
so that's the message we continue to give: be prepared, an ounce of prevention, uh,
Right.
all that.
It seems like this should just be part of a biosecurity plan, right? For a producer, that you have your data ready, right? You've got people saying, what do I do to prepare? This is one of those things, it seems like. So
Fully agree. Fully agree.
very good. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Joel. It's been great to visit with you.
Oh, thank you.
This is Sarah Meisel with the Pig Site.